What's going on, everyone, and welcome back. Okay, so my last tier list video has started getting really popular as of recently. If you haven't seen it yet, I talked about every character's ability to recover, so like how easily they can get back on stage, and I did a tier list over that, and you guys really seem to like it. And my last video, which was like 4 days ago, where I talked about the ZSS nerfs, you guys really liked that video too, which those two videos were kind of like one-off-ish from the rest of the stuff I do, so it was kind of nice to know that you guys liked that. So I'm going to be trying to do more stuff like it, and so if you watch either of those videos and liked them, leave a like, say what you want me to do next. Be sure to subscribe for more stuff like this. Alright, so today we are going to be talking about ranking every character's special moves. So every character except Terry, there are 4 special moves. Terry has 5 because of the back special. But all their special moves, together in the context of their character. So, I don't know how else to word it. So, how useful it is to their character. Not just how good it is, looking at it on its own, but, how useful it is to the character. That's really the best way I can describe it. So, yeah, I'm gonna be starting from F tier and just working my way up. And so, in my opinion, only one character in this game really has, bad special moves, and that character for me is, where is he? There he is. Yep, it's Lil Mac. I mean, I don't really know what to say. Not a good recovery, so yeah, sorry, I'm looking at every use of these special moves, how much they do for the character. His up B is a decent out of shield, except with a kind of bad and slow starting hitbox. His side B can, combo from down tilt, but that's for a very small % window. And, okay, it's not a good recovery. Having a counter hurts it all, overall a lot, because counters aren't that good. And his neutral B is pretty much useless for anything besides a shield break punish. So yeah, but I think that's the only character with, truly bad special moves. Also, now would be a good time to say that these tiers aren't really ranked within the tiers. If I want, I might go back, after we finish and just, sort it all. But as of now, these tiers are not sorted, it's just, they're in that tier. Alright, so, if I had someone else in the tier with Little Mac and he was in front, that doesn't mean that he's better. It just means I put him there first. Alright, to start us off for D tier, though, we have the other character that I was considering for F tier, but then realized it had some more utility. It's CHROM. No, not that. Alright, so CHROM's up B is decent out of shield. It's a pretty bad recovery, because any character with a counter, or any character that can 2-frame, or any character that has a spike, will pretty much just put this character way off stage. Or just one decent hit in a bad angle and CHROM's done. So his recovery, his up B isn't that great. His side B can kill, but it's just kind of random, and he has quicker, faster, safer, quicker, stronger kill options. So it's not even that useful. Like I said, down B counter isn't that useful. And his neutral B is pretty much just a shield break punish. The thing that made me move him into D tier, though, was his up B's offensive use. You can, if you have a stock lead, you can combo into it relatively easily. And you can use it to get, a suicide kill, or you can use that ledge to, take your opponent down, but then stay on ledge. Alright, right after CHROM, we have... where is he? Roy, alright. I will say, I think Roy is better than CHROM, just because it's the same moves, right? But his recovery, in my opinion, is a little bit better So it's all the things that I said for CHROM, but better recovery. After that, we have Ike, who is... One sec, where is he? I haven't really used this website before, sorry. Alright, so we have Ike. I also think that Ike is better than both of these, because his up B has significant amounts of super armor, and his side B is a lot better for recovery, but I think they stay the same, and he's on a tier above, because he trades that extra recovery option for, like, he gets the extra recovery option, but he loses the extra kill potential from their side B. Oh, and after that, we're on the Fire Emblem train. Corrin. We have Corrin. I mean, so Corrin's side B can kill, and, like, you can use it to apply pressure and stuff. In my opinion, her up B is pretty bad, like, pretty bad as a recovery. All you need is a lingering hitbox or a spike or something, and it's just put away. You can't recover. Her neutral B it can be useful. It's like ZSS, like, Paralyzer, but it's kind of slow, and you can pretty much react to it. But it's not terrible. And once again, having a counter hurts, or just, you know, it's not that great. Alright, moving on from Fire Emblem, we have... Wow, I really wish these were sorted better over on the side. I don't think you can see them all the way I'm screen recording right now, but... Ooh, where is he? There we go. Greninja. So... I keep doing that. Alright. In my opinion, Greninja's best special move is probably his neutral B, just because it helps kind of shore up his weaknesses as a character. It means that he can, like, play out of range and still be somewhat threatening and scary, right? But, like, yeah, so it can deal a lot of damage. It can start combos, it can end combos. You can just shoot it, like, really quickly, like, not charge it, just, you know, to control space. So that's pretty good. But a side B it can be used to help you recover, but, like, not really. And on stage, it's more of a gimmick that good players don't really get hit by that much. I don't know. I just think you might hit someone once or maybe twice within a set, but I don't think it's that good. Once again, having a counter for his down B is pretty bad. Greninja's counter is a little bit better, I'd say, because you can angle it, like, when someone's trying to recover, you can, like, stand on ledge or drop down and then angle it down to spike them. And then his up B, it's a decent recovery. Like, it has pretty good range, and you can angle it, and you can, like, weave in and out and stuff. But there's no hitbox on it, so it can't be used out of shield, and it leaves you, like, it is so easy to be hit out of, because you have zero way to protect yourself, really. Once you start the move, pretty much any character in the cast can just hit you out of it. Alright, Ice Climbers. Oh, these are sorted alphabetically. Wait, are they? Yeah, they actually are. I just haven't found them yet. Alright, Ice Climbers. So, in my opinion, Ice Climbers, their side B is really good. It's the, like, go-to move when you're not really that good at Ice Climbers. But, like, when you are good at them and you have decent combos down, they allow for some pretty crazy stuff. Like, you can use it, you know, like, out of a down throw. Second Ice Climber can use... I don't know. There's a ton of crazy combos that you can do with it. Their neutral B is pretty decent. It's a projectile, which helps, you know, helps with their, like, getting camped out. Down B is good. It can rack up damage and stuff when used right, but if you miss, you're getting punished by, like, any move in the game. Like, if they just, like, roll behind you when you do it, you're pretty much done. I mean, yeah, there's not much else to it. And their up B is a pretty good recovery, but you have to remember that it's the character as a whole. So as soon So this tier list is taking into account when you have both Ice Climbers and when you only have one Ice Climber. And all the specials get worse when you only have one, especially Up B, and we have to factor that in. So that's, I think if we were just looking at when there's both Ice Climbers, they would be a solid C tier instead of D. But since we're factoring in just, like, when the AI dies, you're pretty much just stuck. Alright, next up in D tier, we have Peach and Daisy. So this might be, I don't know, I feel like some people might think that this character's better, or not character, but I think that this character, some people might think that Peach and Daisy specials are better than D tier. I don't know, I think the character as a whole is overrated, but that's a whole different story. Maybe a separate video if you guys want to see that, leave a comment, but her up B, their up B is like a decent recovery, especially with float, but it can only grab the ledge when you're facing it, which means like if you just accidentally forget to B reverse it, you're pretty much dead, which isn't that big of a deal. So it's a decent recovery. It can be used out of shield. It's like frame 7 or 8, but it's not amazing for that. It's kind of a small hitbox. Side B can kill. It's not that strong though, and she has better kill options, and it's somewhat slow and reactable, unless you're at like point blank, in which case she has better kill options like back air, or nair, or forward air, or down air, almost anything. And her turn-ups, like her down B, is really good, but I feel like Toad is, like her neutral B counter is pretty bad, and I just talked about her side and up B, so I think like turn-ups are like really good. You know what, I think I'm actually going to move Peach and Daisy into C tier. Like, now that I'm thinking about it. Well, I've thought about this before. I have my list already. I've been working on this for a little while. But no, I think they're C tier. Well, our next character in D tier is going to be Squirtle. I have to toggle echoes for this. I'm ranking all the Pokemon separately, just because they're pretty much separate characters, and ranking Pokemon Trainer as a whole would be kind of weird. So where is he? Alright, there we go. Squirtle's in D tier. Neutral B can be good for edge guarding in some matchups, like Ike or CHROM, like up Bs that are really easy to read, and like characters that don't have other options. It's just like Mario's Flood. It's pretty good for edge guarding, but outside of that, it really lacks utility. Side B is an okay burst movement option, and you can use it to tech chase in some situations, but like if they like footstool you for it, or if they just shield it, you're in a really bad spot. Also, if you get sent off stage, you're in a really bad spot. So side B isn't amazing. In my opinion, Squirtle's best special is up B. It's a decent recovery. It's a lot like Mario's. A lot of things about Squirtle are a lot like Mario. But it's a decent recovery. It's decent out of shield, and it can be used to finish combos, so like up air ladders and stuff. It doesn't typically like kill off of a ladder combo, but it does rack on some extra damage after it, like 15-18%, I think. I don't know. But yeah, so that's good. It just tacks on more damage. So yeah, I think up B is Squirtle's best. And our last character in D tier is Bowser Jr., where... Oh, sweet, found him. Alright, Bowser Jr. So, the Junior's up B is a decent recovery. You can attack and air dodge out of it, which is really good. That makes it like hard to punish, and if your opponent's just not doing anything, you can swing at him with a hammer for it, which is surprisingly strong. You can't directional air dodge, but most of the time that's fine. You're going to be grabbing ledge with it anyway. One of the downsides to it is that, well, first of all, it's really slow. Like, I think it did get buffed to make it faster. Maybe, I don't know, but it's still pretty slow. And the fact that you get sent out as Bowser Jr. without your cart, meaning you're really light and easy to hit. So that isn't great. Side B is okay. Maybe that was made faster. It was either side or up B was made faster. Side B has some super armor, which is decent. But other than that, doesn't really do much. Like, it tacks on extra damage, but mostly it's just used as a recovery tool or a movement option, but it doesn't really do much. Both of Bowser Jr.'s projectiles, being Neutral B and Down B, are both okay. Neutral B can control space pretty well. Down B, Mecha Koopa, control space, but if your opponent presses shield once, it just kind of flops. Which, if it didn't, like if it latched onto the shield or at least kept walking, it would make it so much better. Like, it might even move Junior into C tier here. But it doesn't, and that's the problem. So yeah, that's gonna be it for D tier. Alright, so we're gonna try to move a little bit faster here through the rest of the tiers, because we are already like 15 minutes in, and I don't want this video to be an hour long. I didn't realize it would be this long, so we're gonna speed up here. Aw, dang, alright, I have to leave that on. Alright, so starting off C tier, we have Ridley. It's so much harder to find with all the echoes and stuff. Alright, Ridley. So, Ridley's Neutral B can make some matchups easier, like it can help him fight zoners, and it can also be used to edgeguard, which is pretty good. His side B beats shield, which is really good for Ridley, and it kills pretty easily. It can be used to drag your opponents off stage with you. Up B, depending on matchup, B is a decent recovery, and you have to recover straight up. And if your opponent has a counter or something, then you're kind of done. But it's not a terrible recovery. Down B's bad. Down B's bad. It's just a big move that doesn't do much. Alright, next up, we have Cloud. Wait, one sec. Alright, we have Cloud. So, bad projectile, right? Bad recovery. It can be used out of shield, which is good. Normal side B doesn't even really kill. And down B charges a limit, which is good, which means, like, if an opponent's, like, camping you out or something, you can just charge a limit for it. All of his limit specials are good, but the fact that you don't get, like, in most matchups, you only get to use, like, 1 or 2 super specials per stock, which isn't that great, and you have to use it fairly quickly, meaning your opponent knows that you're going to want to use one, or else you just lose your limit for nothing, which isn't good. So they'll just play around it 90% of the time, and that's no fun for anyone. Alright, he honestly would be in D tier for me. Limit just pushes him that extra little bit. So, next up in C tier, we have Robin. Where? There we go. Alright. Robin. In my opinion, good specials. Down B is a command grab that beats shield, heals himself. Good projectile in Neutral B and Side B. Side B can kill, confirm, and combo. And Up B is a pretty decent recovery. He's in C tier because of the book. I understand that's the character, but if you could just play him like a normal zoner and not have to worry about resource management and stuff, he would be so much better. Just as a character and in this list. Alright, after Robin, we have Rosalina. Where's Rosalina? Oh yeah, I was right next to her. Alright. So, in my opinion, only Rosalina's, like, Neutral B is really good, because it sets up for, like, Luma combos and edgeguarding and stuff. It's how you get, like, jab pressure and whatnot. It's how you edgeguard with Luma. Yeah, that's the move that really carries Rosa into C tier. Side B, bad. I don't know what else to call it. Side B, bad. Her recovery doesn't snap to ledge that well, has no hitbox, and is incredibly easy to punish for. Down B varies from doing literally nothing to being, like, amazing per matchup, but it's pretty slow no matter what. Alright, after Rosalina, we have King DEDEDE. Where is he? Oh, yeah, he'd be under King, not... Alright, so King DDD. Up B is a pretty good recovery, has tons of super armor. If you, like hit your opponent for it, it does tons of damage and it can bury. It can be guarded against in some matchups. but it's still pretty good. Gordo is really good at lowering down space and whatnot. Neutral B has some jank that you can do, like holding up tilt, and then as soon as your opponent gets out, you kill him for it. But other than that, it's kind of bad, and down B does nothing, so yeah. Next up, we have Charizard. So, Charizard's neutral B can read spot dodges, like if you see your opponent's doing that a lot. And it can just tack on a ton of extra damage, which is good because that puts them close to kill percent, which is extra good for Charizard. Up B has some super armor on startup, making it decent for breaking out of combos, and you can use it out of shield. And side B can catch opponents off guard or like in end lag of a move, and it will kill super early. Yes, it does damage to him. Yes, it's fairly easy to like punish, but it can catch opponents off guard every now and then. He's C tier because these moves all like break combos and spot dodges and out of shield and kill, but he's C tier because they fill those functions just not very well or consistently or anything. After Charizard, we have the last Pokemon of Pokemon Trainer, Ivysaur. So, neutral B is bad. It has a tiny hitbox, it does a low damage, it doesn't kill, it doesn't it's bad. Up B is either a bad recovery or a good recovery depending on where you got sent. If you got spiked, you're dead. Like, if you got spiked at 10, you're dead, unless you have a jump. In which case, you have to, like, jump to the side and then get the weird angle. But if you got sent out into the side, you can recover from almost anywhere. Yeah. Up B is also a good combo finisher and kill move, if you use it right, and side B can cover space and lead to combos for Ivysaur, which is really good for Trainer. Like, Trainer in general, but Ivysaur in this context. Alright, next up in C tier, we have Falco. So, Falco, his neutral B is okay, his lasers are okay, they do like 3 or 4%, but it can just shut down some opponents from zoning a bit. Along with his down B, it means that he can't really get zoned out, which isn't a huge deal for him, but, you know, it's nice. His reflector, although it can shut down stuff, is kind of bad, slow, and punishable, and, you know, his recovery isn't great. His side B does, like, kind of semi-spikes, if someone tries, like, edge guard you and you hit him with it, which is kind of nice, because you can get reverse edge guards, but it's a pretty bad recovery that's very linear. Might even be worse than Fox's, I don't know. Captain Falcon is next up. So, Captain Falcon. So, side B is really, really good for combos. I'm pretty sure combos like 0 all the way to 150 or something, right? It's crazy. His down B can kill. His up B is a lot... You know, I might actually move Falcon up a tier now because of... So, I started writing this a while ago. But with his new buffs, where it's very hard to edgeguard him after the up B, and it can be used like out of shield as well, I really think that that pushes him up to B tier, actually. Because it's not a terrible recovery. Now that's hard to like guard against. Yeah, no, I think he's B tier now. Falcon Punch is bad unless you get a shield break. Alright, same thing goes for Ganondorf. I'm moving him up to B tier because it's the same moveset, except his side B beats shield instead of combo, which is fine, it's just a trade-off. Alright, back to C tier for a minute. Donkey Kong, very bad recovery. Any character with a spike in the game spikes him. Edgeguard, easy. His neutral B and side B can kill really well, which is good, but Donkey Kong doesn't really need all that much help killing. I'm not saying it's worthless or anything. I'm just saying you could have, like, if he had different specials, he would probably be better. Like, if he had specials that were meant for combos or specials that were meant for, like, I don't know, like damage or recovery or something, he would be better. And his down B is pretty good. It can be used to tech chase. Main use is spikes in the air, or just like a landing option, so that's okay. Alright, last character in C tier is Fox McCloud. Alright, so lasers, so his neutral B and down B can force, like, zoners to approach, or just even not zoners, it can just force people to approach, but his recovery is really bad, and you can't use side or up B on stage for any purpose, or else you're just going to get punished by any move in the game. Alright, alright, we're moving on to B tier. We've only gone through like 20 characters, I'm going to speed up. Alright, to start us off for B tier, which isn't Falcon or Ganon, we're going to do Meta Knight. All four of his all four of his special moves can help him recover, which is pretty good. I mean, it feels like unnecessary overlap, but they all serve different purposes, so it's nice. In terms of what else they do, his up B is pretty good out of shield. It's like frame 8 with a decent hitbox and can kill at higher percents. Up B is also a combo finisher from his famous ladders. His neutral B can also be a combo finisher from ladders or like something like that. But it'll just kill off the side. So yeah, that's good. Side B, a lot of people sometimes use side B to like tech chase, and it has like crazy knockback and it will kill at like 90 at ledge, and you'll probably be at ledge if you use it from center stage because of how far it goes. And down B is a really good lagless movement option, and you'll see like if you watch MKLeo play Meta Knight, he uses it a ton and it's crazy. Alright, moving on. I had to add this character in. It's Sephiroth. So, Sephiroth, his side neutral B kind of make him a threat at, like, all ranges. It means, so he has, like, sword for, like, mid-range, like, very long sword for mid-range. He has, like, Nair and the sword again for, like, very close range. And with his specials, he can fight long range with, like, very minimal issue. So, it makes him, like, scary at all ranges. Like, you can't just, like, really zone him out that well. His down B also helps with this, because I'm pretty sure it can reflect projectiles. Don't quote me on that. And his up B is kind of versatile, because you can mix up your timings and mix up what you do so that it's hard to guard against. After Sephiroth, another DLC character, Banjo. Wonderwing good. Wonderwing very good. It's Flare Blitz, but you don't hurt yourself. It's invincible. A lot less startup and end lag. Doesn't just bounce off shield. Yeah. Also, he has projectiles, so that's good. Incineroar. So, his side B and down B help him fight against zoners, like projectile characters, which is something that the slowest character in the game desperately needs. So I think that his specials really help him a lot. His neutral B is okay, and his up B is a pretty bad recovery, but you can use it to recover high pretty well, and you can also use it, like, if your opponent's at 0 and you're up a stock, you can down throw, like, up B, and I'm pretty sure it's true, and you just get a free kill. So that is cool. After Incineroar, we have Isabelle. We're going to talk about Villager first. So, where's Villager? Alright, cool. Villager. So, Villager's side B, is pretty good. It stalls him in midair. He can ride it or just shoot it. Nobody rides it, they just shoot it. His neutral B can help, like if someone's trying to zone you back, like if someone's trying to play projectile game against you, you can just use neutral B. He has a really good recovery. Yes, it can be guarded fairly easily, but it is incredibly hard to just pop the balloons and not hit him, because if you pop the balloons, he's dead. If you hit him, he gets his up B back. Also, his tree is really good for like ledge trapping, and when he has the tree out, he has kill confirms into his axe, which is very strong. Alright, now we're going to talk about Isabelle. Pretty much same thing, except trades Lloyd Rocket for fishing pole and like Lloyd Trap. I don't know, it's not that much different. It's not better. K. Rool. Annoying projectiles. Not that good, but annoying. Very annoying. Pretty good recovery. That's hard to spike. You can edge guard it, don't get me wrong, but it's hard to just directly spike because of the hitbox above his head, and sometimes it'll clip ledge above him when he's grabbing. So that's pretty good. His counter can be used to like stop some zoners. But yeah, his crown has some pretty good stuff. After K. Rool, we have Bayonetta. No, we're actually going to put Bayo A tier. Yeah, sorry, I'm like going back through this and I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, that's not right. we'll talk about her when we get to A tier. Alright, also, or who's actually in B tier is Palutena. Palutena, her neutral B, so her auto aim reticle, her like explosive flare thing, and her down B reflector really make it so that you can't camp this character at all. In fact, most of the time she's the one camping you, which means she's very scary in close range because she has fast like tools and stuff and aerials and whatnot, and her specials just mean that you can't zone her out and stay away from her because that just won't work that well. So that's probably the best thing. Her up B can be used like on stage to like escape some situations, but as far as like a traditional recovery, it's not that good because you can just kind of nair as most characters at ledge, and she's probably going to get stage spiked or something. Not that great recovery, but the other three are pretty good. Alright. Mega Man, fighting robot. I don't know the catchphrase, I think that's it. He's an annoying zoner. Neutral B has like kill confirms and combos and stuff, like when you throw it and then pick it up. Side B, it just tacks on damage and annoys people, and what else can you ask for from a zoner? Down B is just annoying, and up B is a pretty good versatile recovery. No hitbox, but like it's good, doesn't put you like you can still use all of your tools after it, and that's really good. After Mega Man, we have Wolf. So, alright, so Wolf, his neutral B and down B, it's like Palutena. It's like he's scary up close, but his neutral and down B make it so that you can't just zone him out and just run away from him and be lame, which is really good. Up B, like, it's a pretty bad recovery. It's a pretty bad recovery, but, like, if you get, like, a footstool, I'm pretty sure it's a combo or something. Up B's not that great. It's also slow. Side B is honestly his best recovery move, and it can also be used as a combo finisher, like, if you have a stock lead. So that's good. Alright, after that is Lucario. So, Side B is okay. It can kill. Like, if your opponent's afraid of you because you're at high percent and they're just shielding a lot, you can side B them. But it's kind of slow and not that great, so side B isn't amazing. Counter isn't that good. It doesn't even kill that well. His, like, I don't know what it's called. Oh, I think it's Aura Sphere. Yeah, his Aura Sphere, really good. I think that's really what pushes the character into B tier for me. Decent recovery, but, like, no hitbox on it or anything, really, until you, like, hit the ground or, like, on startup or something. I don't know. It's weird. But his Aura Sphere is honestly the best part. After Lucario, we have Lucas. So, I mean, it's just another projectile character. The projectiles really make up the character, but they're not, like, amazing. Except Side B. His Side B does pretty decent damage and kills pretty reliably, so that's good. Pretty bad up B recovery. I mean, yeah, his neutral B edge guards pretty well. You just shoot out. If they're hit by it at like 20, they're dead because of the angle and stuff. It's crazy. Alright, after Lucas, we have Diddy Kong. Where's Diddy Kong? Alright, pretty bad recovery. Well, pretty bad up B, I should say. His side B is okay. It beats shield, which is good. The fact that you can grab or kick out of it is good. His projectile, like his neutral B, is pretty good because once again it shores up weaknesses, like scary up close, and now he's scary at a distance, which is really good as well. The thing that carries him though is Banana Toss. Banana is good. Without Banana, Diddy Kong wouldn't be nearly as good of a character. Alright. Following that, we have Wario. Up B's pretty bad. Neutral B is okay. It has its uses. It helps charge Waft, which is good. His bike helps with recovery, but it has a significant, like, cooldown. So, like, if you're being, like, edge-guarded or, like, ledge-trapped a lot, you're probably gonna die just from not being able to recover. The thing that carries Wario into B tier is Waft. It's crazy. It kills at, like, 40. If you're watching a video about competitive Smash, you already know what Wario's Waft does. I don't know what else to say. Alright. Following that, we have Lucina. So Up B's great. Up B's amazing. It's a good recovery, good out of shield, good at escaping combos, because I'm pretty sure that's frame 1 super armor or something, or like intangibility. It does good damage, it can kill. Up B is amazing. Their neutral B is, when I say they, I mean Lucina and Marth. It's the same character. But their neutral B is pretty good. I mean, like, if you see your opponent shielding a lot, it's a good mix-up. Side B can catch spot dodges, but like I said, with CHROM and Roy, which are down here, it's not that great, honestly. Except Lucina and Marth, I'd argue, struggle to kill more, so Side B's better in their toolkit. And having the counter isn't great, but with the better recovery, they can go off stage and use it more to counter, like, opponents' recoveries. So, it's better in their kit as well. Alright, after Marth and Lucina, we have Jigglypuff. Neutral B is very bad, but up B's like Rest and Side B can confirm into Rest, which is, like, that's Jigglypuff's thing. So, Jigglypuff honestly might be A tier, but literally has no recovery move, has no out of shield option, and it's honestly just gimmicks. Like, the entire character of Jigglypuff is a gimmick, and that's the problem. So, in my opinion, she's B tier. This one might be controversial. This is like the go-to toxic online character. NESS is only B tier for special moves. You know why? Up B is a pretty bad recovery. Any character in the game can hit them out of it. Some characters can counter, like, the strong hit and just destroy them. Some characters can two-frame it. But any character in the game can go down there and, like, get hit by the lightning as they're trying to circle it, and Ness is done. And the lightning even knocks you up. It saves you for edgeguarding him. Side B is pretty annoying, but if you know how to SDI, which, yes, is hard, so Side B is probably his best special move, you can SDI out of it, but that's not that likely, especially online. So yeah, Side B is pretty good, but it also means, like, if you're a projectile character like a Link or something, then you can throw your projectiles, and Ness has, like, no meaningful long-ranged anything. Because, like, what, grounded PK Fire goes, like, a third or maybe a half of FD, which means if you're on the other side, they have to, like, up B to hit you with a projectile, and it'll take like 4 seconds, and you just shield it, and then you keep doing your thing. So yeah, down B side magnet, it's annoying. You can use an air, it can be spammy, you can do combos. It's okay. I mean, it's pretty good, but like, it doesn't carry Ness enough to make him better, in my opinion. Neutral B is pretty bad. It's like Lucas's, but if you hit it, it doesn't do as much. So yeah. Alright, after that terrible opinion, I don't think it's terrible opinion, but I'm sure someone does. We have Yoshi, which, this might be another controversial one, because everyone just says, oh, you just press A button to win as Yoshi. I'd argue that his special moves do more for the character than you'd think. Yes, Side B is useless. Side B is terrible, never use Side B. His up B works. It's a pretty decent projectile, though. It can combo in some situations, and it's just a pretty good damaging projectile when used on the ground. Also helps him recover. So that's good. It means that you can zone Yoshi, but it means that's harder to do so. Also, his neutral B and down B, so like his down B can break shields, and his neutral B is a command grab that goes through shields and nets them some free damage. So, like, since he doesn't have great normal throws, and everyone's just expecting you to do, like, a ton of aerials and stuff and just mash on their shield, it's really good for a character like Yoshi to have two options to beat shield, being neutral and down B. So I think that Yoshi's specials are just underrated. Alright, 2 more characters to go in B tier. We have Mewtwo. It's Mewtwo. Neutral B forces approaches. It is Charge Shot, Aurora Sphere. It's good. It's good. Side B at really high percents kill confirms into forward air. It beats shield. It does damage, but oftentimes you get punished for landing it, so that's not amazing. Down B, although it's a gimmick, it can catch some people off guard if they're, like, not ready for it. Like, if you haven't used it once and then it's like last stock, you can probably hit it because people forget about it oftentimes. So I think, I don't know, I think down B is, I think you can use it to just get really cheesy early kills, especially with Mewtwo's strong smash attacks. And his up B, like, if he's being juggled, you can use it to escape disadvantage. It's not great, though, because it's pretty laggy on startup, so you can't use it to break combos. But, like, if you're above an opponent trying to land, you can use it, like, and teleport to a platform or something. And it's an okay recovery. It has deceptively long range, like, for a recovery. So that's good. And the last character in B tier is going to be... Where are they? It's... SHEIK. There we go, SHEIK. Neutral B and side B means that you can't zone this character out, which you guys have probably been noticing this. I really value, or not value, but I think if a character has a projectile or something to be projectiles, that puts them pretty high on this list, because that's good, because a lot of somewhat decent characters in this game can just zone you out, or like, especially if you're playing online or something, which most people are right now. So I think something to beat projectiles, or just like work around projectiles, or just have their own, is really good. So anyways, neutral B and side B can help with like ranged combat, right? Neutral B also has like kill confirms and up smash and stuff, so that's pretty good. Up B is pretty hard to edge guard, because if you mess up, you're pretty much dead. It's a pretty strong explosion to start with. And it has, like, once again, it has deceptively large range, because, like, when you activate it, SHEIK lunges forward, explodes, and then, like, pops out of it, and then moves forward some more, and then it's over. So, yeah. Also, down B is a good combo finisher, and I'm pretty sure you can, like landing fair into it for a kill confirm or something. I'm not 100% sure. Alright, and that's going to round off B tier. This video is a lot longer than I expected. If you've watched to the end, wow, that's a long video. If you've watched to the end, just, like, comment your favorite type of chicken. How's that? I don't know. Comment your favorite type of chicken if you watched to the end. A part 2 of this will be going up, talking about A tier and S tier, because I don't want to have an hour-long video. So, yeah, if you've watched this long, you're awesome. Be sure to subscribe. These are all my opinions. Just remember that. Peace.